Here with Officer Steve Shultz, and they're in a series of commendations that have come out to several officers. Steve has 2 awards that he'll be presented with today. I'm glad to have him here for that. The basis of this commendation goes as this. On June 26, 2019, Officer Steve Shultz was dispatched to an address on Lone Pine Drive for a disorderly conduct call involving an intoxicated male threatening people with a sword and having access to firearms. Upon arrival, a witness advised him that the suspect was still inside the apartment with a male subject who he was holding against his will. Upon approaching the house door, Officer Shultz could hear arguing and decided he needed to make entry to ensure the safety of the second person. The door would not open, and so, after notifying the Emergency Communications Center, he kicked the door in and made entry to the residence, allowing the second person to get away from the suspect and leave the apartment. During the ensuing altercation with the suspect, Officer Shultz received serious injuries, yet remained calm, relaying information through the radio and directing the actions of other first responders as they arrived on scene. Therefore, based on his resolute decision-making, decisive action, and courage in the face of grave danger to himself, Officer Steve Shultz is hereby awarded the Timberville Police Department Medal of Honor. Also, due to the injuries sustained during the incident, Officer Shultz is hereby awarded the Timberville Department Purple Heart Award. Steve, I appreciate everything. All right. So, Purple Heart, Medal of Honor. This is the highest award in the department. We've started this program recently. Steve is receiving the Medal of Honor for his actions. So, thanks again, Steve. Thank you. In the early hours of November 24th, 2020, Timberville Officer C.K. Ray and Broadway Officer Patrick Tate were coordinating proactive criminal interdiction work. Officer Tate made a traffic stop on Brethren Road with Officer Ray following close behind. As Officer Ray approached the scene, he heard Officer Tate's radio traffic that he had been shot. Almost immediately, Officer Ray was in visual contact and observed the suspect vehicle leaving the scene. He slowed down and looked toward Officer Tate, who waved him on. Officer Ray continued to pursue the suspect until the suspect eventually gave up his flight on Route 11. After the vehicle had drifted off the roadway, Officer Ray and the assisting Rockham County Sheriff's Office deputy carefully cleared and secured the car, holding the scene until further units arrived to assist. During the entirety of this incident, Officer C.K. Ray remained calm and made resolute decisions. For his bravery in pursuing a suspect who had just shot another officer and his exceptional calm and control during the incident, Officer C.K. Ray is hereby awarded the Timberville Police Department Medal of Valor. Thank you. On July 7th, 2019, at approximately 21:15 hours, Officer Jeremiah Nugent was requested to respond under mutual aid with a Rockham County Sheriff's deputy. They were dispatched to an address on Mechanicsville Road for an escalating situation involving a reportedly intoxicated subject with a firearm. The Emergency Communications Center continued to relay information reporting the subject's family was barricaded in the house and then reporting that the subject was shooting into the house. Soon after the officer's arrival, the situation escalated quickly. In only a few brief seconds and under low light conditions, Officer Nugent acted decisively to protect another person's life. He and other law enforcement officers then immediately rendered medical aid. From the time Officer Nugent was dispatched to this call, he demonstrated poise and leadership. For his courageous and decisive action on the night of July 7th, 2019, Officer Jeremiah Nugent is hereby awarded the Timberville Police Department Medal of Valor. In the early morning hours of May 7th, 2018, Officer Carmen Paniagua was dispatched to Co-op Drive for an unknown situation. The Emergency Communications Center also advised that while on the phone with the original caller, they heard what was believed to be a gunshot in the background. Communications then advised there was a subject with a gunshot injury at Walmart. Officer Paniagua then responded to that location with a Rockingham County deputy. After receiving a report of further gunshots, Officer Paniagua then left Walmart and responded to the Bellevue Street address with another deputy, where they confronted an armed suspect. After shots were fired, the suspect was taken into custody and medical aid was rendered. For his actions on this day, Officer Paniagua is hereby awarded the Timberville Police Department Medal of Valor.